On this episode of Bite Sized, we are watching and discussing the 9th scene of the movie The Twilight Saga, New Moon. For those of you watching along at home, that's from 1552 to 1725. And now, on to the episode. Hello and welcome back to yet another episode of Bite Sized. If this is your first episode, here's what's going on. My name's Ben.
And I'm Sarah.
And we are watching the movie The Twilight Saga,
New Moon.
One scene at a time, and sometimes we have a guest. And this time,
we do!
We have a guest for
the
first time in forever. What was that from?
Frozen.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Anna sings it.
Okay, I believe you. I believe women. I believe Anna.
Thank you.
Lily Ludwig, welcome back. I forgot to ask you how you want to be introduced, but you're a comedian.
Yeah.
You can be seen in shows around Chicago like Shamilton and stuff that we'll let you plug later. You've been on this show several times before. Lily Ludwig, welcome back to Bite Size.
I am also a daycare worker, and I can confirm it's from Frozen 1, and Anna sings it.
Thank you.
Listener, if you are in the Chicago area and you got kids you don't know what to do with, drop them off with Lily.
Drop them off at
They'll
Lily's
be
place.
fine.
Or don't, because every time I'm on this podcast, I have a different job. The first time I was a data analyst, now I'm changing diapers.
Look,
women really can have it all.
Same thing, am I right?
Yeah.
Lily Ludwig, I'm going to start this interview the way I start every interview on the show. That's by asking you, what's your history with the Twilight franchise? And if you really want to know the answer, listener, you can listen to one of Lily's prior appearances, but just give us a brief overview.
Yes, this is my 4th episode.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to call this a non-Sarah record.
Honestly, yeah.
I think you are
An NSR?
An NSR. Our most oft-repeated guest.
Is this like SNL where you're going to get like a jacket?
Yeah,
yes. Okay, next time.
At episode 5, you get a smoking jacket.
I want like a...
Shit, Sarah.
It's going to be
We got to find a smoking jacket.
No, I want a flannel. I want like a Bella Swan.
Yes.
Oh,
shut the fuck up.
Long
Okay.
sleeve tee.
Actually, that's... Okay.
Shit.
I'll get on that.
Okay.
You guys start looking that up. My history with the Twilight franchise is I read all the books when I was around 13, was scandalized and deeply interested. I don't know. I thought they were neat. I remember saying I would not let my 13-year-old read this. I thought they were very intense. But I read them all. I was hooked. And then I kind of forgot about them until adulthood. And I've seen the movies, I think, once each.
Okay. We watched about a minute and a half of the film The Twilight Saga: New Moon. Carlisle did some at-home surgery on Bella.
Yeah.
That's the sort of general overview of the scene. Let's dive on into it now. We start with some art, some pictures and paintings. And Sarah, you were very excited about them.
I have art facts.
Yes.
Art facts. Show me the art facts.
Show me the car facts.
Oh, I got 3 art facts. Okay, so we see
More
3
like fart
pieces.
acts, am I right?
Right?
Let
Late
For the
women
listener,
speak.
before we started recording this episode, we went on about an hour-long journey.
Oh my God, we did.
yeah.
We went on such a fun
to
adventure.
find a new XLR cable.
So that I could sound like this.
Yeah, and not sound like a robot. And so we're all a bit silly now. Anyway, tell us your fart acts.
So my first fart act, the first piece of art we see is called Soplones by Francisco Goya.
Oh, I like okay.
This is part of a set of 80 etchings that he did for a series called Los Caprichos. And apparently, Soplones means snitches.
What?
So this was
And Bella's getting stitches.
She's getting... Oh.
Yeah, it all comes
Wow.
together.
Wow,
I guess this was
foreshadowing.
like etchings on kind of like a satirizing of life, and I guess like if you snitch, a demon's gonna come get you, and then a vampire will stitch up your wounds.
Yeah, snitches get demons.
The second one is also by Goya.
Wow, okay, so-
it's called Saint Francis Borgia helping a dime. Sorry, let me start that again.
A dime, an absolute 10.
Saint
Knockout.
Francis
A fucking smoke show.
Borgia helping a dying impenitent. That's why I couldn't say it. Impenitent. So it's also by Goya. Apparently, Saint Francis Borgia was a Spanish Jesuit priest.
Okay.
He's the patron saint of earthquakes. And I just think it's
Okay.
important that we know that. I was wondering if maybe that was like related to this painting at all. Like, is he the patron saint of getting demons out of places? No, earthquakes.
That's something I feel like should be, the Catholic Church needs to be more forward about that, because earthquakes, famously, it's impossible to predict them.
Yeah.
And when an earthquake hits, you don't have time to Google patron saint of earthquakes.
No.
You need to know who I'm praying to right now.
Do you know how far down the list of saints you got to be the patron saint of earthquake?
Yeah, I feel like you go first to like, who's lost causes?
There's like
Look.
childbirth and the patron saint of like medicine and
is it
flowers.
Is it St. Jude? I hate
yes,
saying
it's
that.
Jude. Yeah.
Jude is lost causes, which I hate saying because it's a children's hospital. But I think that's it, is that he's the patron saint of like lost causes.
Right, because his name is Judas, like Judas Iscariot.
Yeah.
No, the other guy.
That's okay.
He's also the patron
The children's
saint.
hospital near where I grew up was called CHOP. Because it was,
no.
Listen to me. It was called the Children's Hospital of Pennsylvania, but everyone just called it CHOP.
No, I
like,
understand. I get
that's
why,
worse than Lost Causes.
don't do that. You know what the Children's Hospital that was called? You know what the Children's Hospital was called near where I grew up?
What?
Texas Children's Hospital. A normal ass name.
That's a good
boring
one.
branding.
A normal
Honestly,
ass name.
fun, memorable,
Chop.
interesting.
It's what happens when you go there.
So this one was also by Goya. The third one is not by Goya. So we had two by a Spanish artist, one by a British artist.
Okay.
The last one is by an English artist named William Hogarth. It's called The Reward of Cruelty. And it's from a set of 4 etchings called The 4 Stages of Cruelty.
Okay.
This is the last one in it.
It looks like some torture.
Yes. So here's what's happening in it is that over the course of the 4 etchings, they're showing you the like story of this fake guy named Tom Nero,
Okay.
who apparently was just like a real bad criminal in this fake etching.
Kinda looked like a
did a whole
skeleton.
bunch of bad stuff. They took him to the gallows. They killed him. This etching is showing him post execution going through a public dissection.
Okay.
Because until 1832, it was legal in England to do dissections on murderers after they
Okay.
die.
I'm so glad we have private dissections now.
Yeah,
Wait.
I don't want to see that.
Question.
Yeah.
On specifically murderers?
It's specifically murderers.
Cool. Okay.
I don't know if it extended to other folks, but it was on the Wikipedia article I was reading that it was like related to like an act that passed in
Fascinating.
1832 that like they were like, hey, maybe we should, hey guys,
if you murder
maybe we
someone,
shouldn't do
everyone's
that.
going to see your insides.
Everyone's going to see your insides. So it was, the etchings were kind of a form of like moral teaching to people like, hey, if you do bad stuff, this is how you're going to end up is with your
chop.
insides on the outside
Yeah.
chopped for everyone to see. So I think it's interesting that like this one is not about demons like the other two. It's about people being bad
Right,
to
and
each other. I think the weirdest thing about all of this is that I'm assuming all of this is just hanging in Carlisle's office.
Right. That's what we're sort
That
of.
this is what he's chosen to decorate.
This is what he
his
chooses
office
to look
with.
at.
I don't know. It seems like Carlisle's got a lot of kind of self-hate going on in the forms of artwork that he puts on there.
This is weirdly pursuant to the discussion that we had in the previous episode we recorded, where we talk a lot about the oil painting of the Il Volture.
Il Volture.
Which is how you have to say it if you're on the show. We wondered why Carlisle has this painting, and now we see a lot more art that makes me wonder, hey, Carlisle, why do you got this?
You know, can I tell you,
Please
I
tell
actually
me.
learned from a few TikTok comments
Yes.
on a clip that we posted about this. Apparently in Midnight Sun, Edward explains that the painting is a gift from the Volturi
and like
to
we
Carlisle.
accidentally nailed it with our joke explanation.
We did.
Yeah.
We said this as a full-on joke, but apparently the Volturi just gifted Carlisle a painting where he's just like off in the corner
Looking
and he
kinda
looks real
sad.
sad.
But
That was
like,
nice.
and the whole reason Carlisle left the Volturi is because he didn't like how violent and gruesome they were.
Mm-hmm.
Why does he have these gruesome pictures? Why? The one about the autopsy, I thought at first it was like, oh, old school surgery, like a medieval doctors
Yeah.
at work. But then I looked at it and like, no, they're just stabbing.
No,
this
they're
man.
just straight up digging through a corpse. But yeah, I don't know why he has it.
why?
Maybe it's just like his aesthetic. Is he just like dark, moody shit?
I mean, it looks cool.
It's hard to re-gift something. It's hard to know when.
Were these also gifts from
you
the
know,
Volturi?
you know how it is. Look, we all
Volturi
have.
keeps sending me these ugly paintings. I don't know who to give them to. I think if I give them away to White Elephant, the Volturi's
We
going
all
to
have.
snap my
Them as
neck.
pranks.
We all have that one thing that your family, you show interest in once and your family
Yes.
thinks that's all you want forever now. For me, it was knives. I showed interest in one pocket knife once as a child.
Oh my
and for like
God.
10 years, if anyone didn't know what to get me, they got me a pocket knife. I have so many knives that I never asked for.
Oh yeah, I had an aunt who said she liked penguins once, and then people kept giving her like penguin gifts. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, so maybe this is what happening with Carlisle.
Yeah.
Is he showed interest in an old...
He was eating like Goya chickpeas out of the can and was like, damn, I love Goya.
His family was
And Arrow was like, write that down, write that down.
got it every Christmas forever.
Yeah.
And they're vampires, so they're gonna, as long as there's Christmas, think about that.
Oh, man.
You have to get someone Christmas presents
Forever.
We're coming up on Christmas, friends.
Oh, my God.
We all have significant others.
We do.
Flex.
We all, yeah.
Single people, click off now.
We have all felt the panic of, I have to get the present for this person that I know very well, but I have no idea what to get them.
I used my super good idea last
right, because
year.
I feel like I've gotten them everything I could possibly think of.
Yeah.
You
Now
still keep a running list in your notes app of every time your partner says they like something?
I do in my head.
I do in my head as well. I don't have an
But
official
like
list.
to Sarah's point, I feel like I have like one good one a year.
Yeah.
And I have some off years. But the idea of having to do that every year for potentially eternity is horrifying.
Yeah.
Right.
Of like you have to keep one-upping yourself. Because, some years, it's just not going to be good.
Surely
and that's
they've had
okay.
discussion-
And that's why you need those dud painting years.
Yes.
So that the
Also,
good gifts
Esme
really
got
pops.
these.
Sometimes you just get a drawing of a wood carving of a man with bat wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is from a set of 4 etchings, but you only get one.
But
That's 4 years
right.
of gifts. What was the other
And
one?
you just-
80?
You just know what you're getting the next year and the year after that.
Yeah,
Great.
the
It's
4 stages
more-
of cruelty.
It's
Yeah.
the more etchings by Hogarth or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Carlisle is there and he's pulling glass out of Bella for the second time in the last 6 months, which is not fun.
That's too many times.
Yeah. I've pulled glass out of myself once.
I don't think I ever have.
Really? Have you ever had glass in you?
No.
Oh.
Why did you have glass in
Are we
you?
ready for a gruesome story?
Yeah.
It has to do with this gentleman right here.
This
big old kitty
unit
cat
of a
sleeping
man.
on my floor. He once knocked a candle, a lit candle,
Oh, no.
off a bookshelf. And it fell and it shattered glass everywhere, whatever. I swept it up. I cleaned up the wax as best I could. Thought I got it all. Forgot about it. Whatever. At some point, like within the next couple days, I had to move something. I was like getting something that was under that bookshelf that the candle was on with my foot. Had like rolled under there. And so I was reaching under there with my foot and I feel a sharp pain and I pull my foot back and through my big toe in one end coming out the other.
No.
Is a big piece of candle jar that I had missed.
Blaine, why would you do that?
And so I hobble over to the bathroom. Fortunately, I lived in a tiny apartment, so the bathroom was close. Hobble over to the
hobbling.
apartment. It didn't hit bone or anything like that. I cleaned it up. My toe is fine now. I bled a little bit on the floor. The gentleman who broke my candle, the cat, sniffed the blood. Did not care for it. Did not want to eat it. So I felt a little better.
said
about that.
you've made a mess.
Yeah.
Put that on Zillow for that apartment. Minimal hobbling distance to the bathroom.
Great for medical emergencies.
No, one of the biggest bummers of like small bummer variety that's happened to me in the last few years. One time I finished making dinner. I made
Yeah.
like a big plate of spaghetti. I put it on a plate. I don't know what I did, but the plate fell off the counter, shattered. So like and the spaghetti goes everywhere.
Ugh.
So like not only is dinner ruined,
Yeah.
and one of my favorite plates is broken, but it's that weird material like Corelle or something. So it was like tiny little, very, very sharp,
Oh,
like
yeah.
1,000 needle sharp pieces of ceramic. So then I kept, for like a week after, I kept stepping on it.
Oh my God.
I weirdly just remembered I have another story that involves two things we've talked about in the last 5 minutes. The closest of my bathroom, the smallest of my apartment, which means my bathroom is close, and Christmas presents. Because for the first year and a half or so I lived in this apartment, it's a very small studio apartment. It had a bathroom sink and a kitchen sink. And I only had one bottle of hand soap. I kept it in the bathroom because if I was in the kitchen and I needed to wash my hands, I could just walk to the bathroom.
Yeah, just head a few feet away.
And my last Christmas in that apartment, my wife got me, as part of our gifts to each other, a second bottle of hand soap.
Aw.
Because she thought it was crazy that I had two sinks but one soap. And
Yeah,
I thought
I'm Team Mindy on this one. What the hell?
these two, I need you to understand, these two sinks were about 6 steps away from each
Here's
other.
the thing. I support you.
The sink was,
I get it.
and now I live with my wife who has a lot of soap.
Flex.
Was that
So
part of Mindy's
I got
dowry?
soap, idiots.
I got soap. I got a wife.
Living the dream.
Got a podcast.
As
God, what can't he do?
Maslow's hierarchy of needs, am I right?
It goes, yeah, soap, podcast, wife.
Yeah, in that
So,
order.
yeah.
Self-realization.
I never wanted to have a party.
It's not your fault.
Bella says she never wanted to have a party because that's where the glass came from. A birthday party gone horribly awry.
See? And now Bella's never going to have another birthday party again because she kept telling everybody, stop making a big deal about it. And now I got glass in my
Right.
eye.
Yeah, she was right.
She said, I don't want to have a birthday party because something's going to go wrong and I'm going to get shoved into a mirror or whatever or some sort of a decorative bowl and glass is going to stick into my upper arm.
She was right.
She was right.
Believe women.
Jasper hasn't been away from human blood as long as the rest of us.
How do you do it?
Years and years of practice.
Did you ever think of just doing it the easy way?
Are we dancing around talking about how weirdly steamy this scene was?
Yes,
It
we
seems
are.
like y'all-
Because what the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't have that in my notes.
Come on. You didn't sense the tension?
I don't think there was anything inappropriate happening.
No, it's just like
I
a-
think
No,
they're
he's just
both
talking in a-
so awkward that
It's
it was like
intimate.
But also,
Yes, it
it
was
doesn't
shot
help
weird.
that Peter Fasinelli, the actor who plays Carlisle, he's talking very quietly.
Yeah.
And almost a little sultry
And like she's looking up at him.
and it's this classic like
And she's calling him daddy the whole
wounded.
And like at one point Carlisle moans and it's like, sir, you're in the middle of
No, but
surgery.
like the way she like you guys are joking, but like she looks up at him and she blinks like 40 times.
No, she does.
And he
I
does this
felt
weird
it.
little like chin touch to her. Did you miss that?
I must have missed that. That's not in my
There's
notes.
this weird
It's
little
not in
like
my notes
like-
either.
I'm so serious. No, watch
Wait,
it
go
back
back.
later.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll watch it after we stop recording.
It's
Okay.
like I've had boyfriends and they've had dads.
Brag about
Like-
it.
And I have interacted with a significant other's father or
Yeah.
stepfather
Yeah.
before, and it is like you sit at the table and you talk about hiking. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never been in that close of vicinity to
Right?
a parent of a significant
No,
other.
my father-in-law and I talk about sourdough starters and Marvel movies.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
never gone anywhere near anything even vaguely intimate about like what it is to have a soul.
Just doing it the easy way?
No. I knew who I wanted to be. I wanted to help people. Brings me happiness. Even if I am damned regardless.
Damned. Like hell. Carlisle, you couldn't be damned. You couldn't. It's impossible.
It is weirdly personal.
It does feel like something more Bella would say to Edward and not
it felt
Carlisle.
like they had wicked chemistry.
Yeah.
Like more so than I
For
think
good.
Bella and Edward do in a lot of, all right.
Good.
That took a while to hit. They have been changed for good, though. And Bella will be changed for good in a little bit.
Spoilers.
I don't know if it's changed for the better.
Who can say?
Yeah, and I'm normally not one to be like, oh, this is so steamy, haha, what's going on? But like this scene was weird.
And maybe it's
Yeah.
just because it is especially like out of the context of other scenes, but like just this scene on its own, you're like, are they fucking what is happening here?
And again, like I don't think Carlisle is doing anything inappropriate.
No, I don't think so either.
No, he's just got his sleeves rolled
He's
up.
just
and he's
caring?
talking quietly.
I'm also wondering, younger listeners, pop off in the chat because I'm wondering if the problem is we're all approximately 30 and the dads in movies are starting to look kind of hot.
Oh, maybe that's
I
it.
rewatched High School Musical this year for the first
Yeah.
time as an adult. Why is Coach Bolton fine as hell?
I would agree.
You know what I'm talking about? So
No,
like,
I do.
Maybe
I
I'm like,
mean-
oh, this person who's like closer to my age
Yeah.
is more attractive. I don't know.
Right, that maybe we're supposed to view him, quote unquote, as like a father figure.
Right.
And it's like, okay, like he's, I don't know, imparting wisdom
so when
or
you
something.
were Bella's age, when you were 18 and you saw this for the first time, did you think, va va voom?
Maybe.
No.
No?
I'm just not into blondes.
Okay.
But
Good to know.
it's a weirdly steamy scene for a movie that I really do not think is trying to go for that angle.
Right, I think
No.
it's
It's
Not like-
unintentional.
have you seen Juno?
Yes.
Yes.
It's giving like Elliot Page and Jason Bateman. In that movie.
Yes.
And like that is intentional from the narrative. Like it's meant to be kind of a creepy older man coming onto a teenager.
Yeah.
And the teenager like maybe likes, you know what I mean? And it's like meant to make you uncomfortable. I don't think this movie is trying to do that.
You're just saying Peter Fasinelli is just inherently very sexy.
I think,
no, I'm saying the scene is shot in a way.
You got to say nice things about him so we get him on the show.
Because it's also like, I don't know, it's in his office, but like the lights are turned down.
There is a candle. There's a candle. That's romantic.
It's not, it's
They're
not
like
just
whispering to each other, tending to wounds.
Right.
I think it would be different if this was like a well-lit office, like during the daytime. I don't think we'd be having this conversation, but because it's like evening and
he lights a match in a really hot way.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he can. Also, got to burn that blood.
You do have to burn that blood because they can't have blood laying around the house.
Otherwise, Jasper's going to Jasper.
He's just going to eat that gauze.
Liquid, blood.
Yeah, well, it's been soaked in alcohol.
Oh,
and
that's what that was.
I'm guessing he was putting in a little dish of alcohol.
Got it. Okay,
and then he lights, but also like, and then the blood burns. Sure, he doesn't have a very dirty dish
They're
after that.
just making like a candle for freaking Jasper.
He's going to get high off of it.
They're they're doing aromatherapy.
This is a decent transition to my next question, and away from the two of you being irrevocably horny for the dad.
That's not
okay. No, you shut the fuck up right now. We're not being horny. We're saying, hey, there's undertones here that I don't think were intentional, but like everyone else is seeing this.
Why does the movie veer so hard from the Bella and Edward thing to make this scene seem very intimate? It's. I'm not horny watching this scene, but I feel like I should be, and that is weird to me.
Good to know. My question.
Okay.
Then.
Yeah.
So Carlisle is a doctor. We all get that.
Yes.
But he's a vampire, and his family is all vampires, and they can't get hurt.
Yeah.
So why does he have a little first aid kit ready to go?
Because he's a doctor.
But like, why does he have one in his house? He's never going to use. That's the one place he's never going to use it.
You have an old-timey camera and a ViewMaster in sight right here. How often do you use those?
Never, because they don't work. Actually, the ViewMaster does work. There's wedding pictures.
I mean, I imagine maybe he has them on his person in like his work bag or something.
Yeah. Okay.
And then he's bringing like
For
to
his,
and from
his house
work.
calls kit.
House calls are like, I don't know, stereotypically in like TV and movies, like, is anybody here a doctor? Then it's like, yeah, I got all my shit with me.
Maybe it's a sewing
I'm ready
kit.
to doctor. Maybe.
Is it a curved needle? I wasn't paying attention.
No, because he has like medical scissors and things like that, and gauze. Why do they have gauze for mummy costumes?
You know what? It was a Christmas gift from Esme saying, I don't know. I know your one thing is being a doctor.
He expressed interest in a first aid kit once.
Yeah.
He said, oh, that's a really cool idea that these humans made, a little tiny medical kit. And she said, write that down, write that down.
Carlisle's office is just mainly a place to keep all the stuff, all the gifts that he doesn't know what to do with. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a really interesting conversation the two of them sort of have about Carlisle being like, I am damned.
He's damned.
For all eternity.
And she goes, like, hell?
Like hell? Carlisle, you couldn't be damned. You couldn't. It's impossible.
Thank you, Bella. You've always been very gracious about us.
So that's it. That's why he won't change me?
Imagine the situation in reverse. If you believed as Edward does, could you take away his soul?
I mean, I think that line goes hard of like, if you were in his shoes, like, would you take his soul?
Well, and it is a form of damnation, essentially, because you are doomed to an eternity.
Yeah.
It is essentially, because like, I don't know, I guess vampires can die. But in essence, if you turn Bella into a vampire, you are dooming her to, you are guaranteeing her fate. You are sealing her into an eternity of being a vampire. And that is a hard choice to make for another person.
Yeah. But I think it's also interesting coming from Carlisle's background. We talked about on the last episode that he is the son of a preacher. That like he comes from a very religious background. What? Why are you giggling?
I just made a bad decision. I said that mid-yawn like a fucking amateur. Cut out, Oxford, please cut out me going,
Oxford, cut that out and put in Son of a Preacher Man, the song.
Yeah, sorry. We attempted to start recording this episode 2 hours ago. I'm losing it.
So he's the son of a preacher and like and when he was like still human, like his church's whole thing is that they would go out and hunt monsters.
Kill
and
vamps.
like what a tragic thing that now he is the thing his family sought to destroy. And like what a self-hating sad thing that like it wasn't his choice to be a vampire. Like almost none of them, it was their choice. And Bella's out here begging like, please turn me into a vampire. And he's like, you don't want this.
Yeah.
You're going to lose yourself. I don't know. I think
Play
it's
Lose
like,
Yourself by Eminem.
I just think it's beautifully tragic.
Yeah.
Like how much, especially like he thinks he is so bad, but like he says like he likes helping people and that's why he's a doctor, is that he seeks to do good, but that it doesn't matter because he is damned for all time no matter what he does. Damned for all time! I'm like, oh my God. Carlisle, do you need a hug? Do you need a hug, bud? That's just, I don't know. That's so sad to me.
It's a lot. It's all very heavy.
It is very heavy, but he takes it with such a good attitude about it.
Right.
He's had a lot of time to get used to the idea.
He's got he's had 400 years
process those
to
emotions.
accept this is one must imagine Sisyphus happy. One must imagine Carlisle with a medical kit and just choosing to do surgery.
I guess so.
Even if nothing matters because he believes he's damned to hell.
Every time we interact with Carlisle, I feel like I understand him a little less.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
You understand him less?
Yeah. Why do you have these paintings of the life that you left behind? Why do you have a first aid kit in a home full of people who can't get hurt?
I think
Carlisle, what's going on?
It's a self-punishing religious thing.
I have a question for the group.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you could be guaranteed that like hell is real
Oh no.
and you are going to go there, you knew that you were damned, would you try to still do good on earth? Would you still try to be a good person, or would you do whatever you wanted because you were damned either way?
I think I would choose to do good because that's me taking control of it and saying like, I don't care what you decide I'm going to be. This is who I am.
I think that's very Carlisle.
Yeah. And the choice I am making is I am going to do good regardless of what you think of me.
I'm not doing good because I think it's going to tip the scales on where I end up after death. I'm doing good because it's a good thing.
Because you are good.
Because I am good.
I am good.
And it makes you feel good to do something good.
Wow.
Oh my God, Carlisle.
We're changing the name of this podcast to Serious Shit with Lily Ludwig.
Famous comedian.
I don't know. I think, just as we talked about it last week, I was just like, with all of that in context, I was like, oh my God, this is so sad. So to have that weight on his shoulders and Bella be like, oh, pretty please, I want to be a vampire. I want to be hot.
Now I feel bad for just having dumb logistical questions about why he owns the thing he owns. Apparently y'all are clicking with the scene on a metaphysical level and I'm just over
I've
here
ascended.
I'm just glad no one's asking me to rhyme with anything. This is so nice.
Quick, Carlisle, bile.
Far Isle, I think is a place.
Yeah. So it's a sad but slightly horny scene.
Yeah, it's a tragedy, but also there's a Delph in it. So
so you know what? Great movie.
Win some, lose some, I
evens
guess.
out.
Ups and downs. Let's wrap this up then. Let's land this plane. Lily Ludwig, if you had to give this scene a name, what would it be? This is going to be the name of the episode, so make it good.
Okay, because of the discussions of the natures of hell and the horniness.
Yeah.
Okay.
This scene is called DAYUMMM.
Okay.
That's
Perfect.
DAYUMMM.
3 M's.
In all caps.
In all caps.
That is exactly how I pictured it. Is in all caps.
DAYUMMM. DAYUMMM.
Nah.
Okay.
I typed it out earlier. It looked bad. I knew you were going to ask this question because this is episode number 4, baby.
Wow, it's a good thing we talked so much about damnation then here at the end.
Yeah.
Perfect. Lily Ludwig, you got anything you want to plug, Wig? That didn't work.
Yeah. If you like podcasts, which we're already there, half the battle, and you like improv, music improv.
Wait, we like that.
You've already got Spotify open.
That's true. Click out of this podcast.
Bye.
And,
Go to your search bar.
Go to the search bar. Type
in Lily
Charm
Ludwig.
Scene. I mean, maybe if you type my name.
Probably.
But type Charm Scene first. CHARM space SCENE. And you can listen to me and my aforementioned fiance and our funny friends do made up musicals on the spot.
I was one of those funny
Yes,
friends
that's true.
once. Yeah.
I want to be a funny friend someday.
Yes, we were just talking about this. We want to book you later.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
If you like Ben, if you like Sarah, if you like Chicago comedians, many of whom we have a lot of overlap guests, I think.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, because we know all the same people.
Yeah. If you want to hear me not get deep and just get real silly and freestyle a lot, come check out
Sorry,
Chelsea.
I made this get real deep real quick. You were like, wrap this up. I said, no,
In a recent episode, I was tasked with playing goth Chef Boyardee who worked in a Hot Topic.
Double
and
slide.
I was like, wait, this is actually really cool. Like, I'm going to take this character and play it with like earnestness. And be like, I realized like I became goth in my 60s and I just like, I really want to help kids become who they are.
My complex characters.
My mom told me like when I was a kid, all I wanted to do was make SpaghettiOs and my mom told me no.
Wow.
And now I did that and I lived my life. So I just want to help these little kids become the like beautiful goth versions of themselves. If that's up your alley, listen to Charm Scene.
Complex men are incredible.
Tell me about it. I try not to be one. Sarah, what about you? What do you got for the people who are listening?
I want to promote going to therapy. I just started going back to therapy and it's great.
It's like the third episode in a row you've plugged that in this section.
Listen, I keep, instead of plugging actual things, I just keep plugging like drink water, take your meds,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
And listen, I'm practicing what I preach. 'Cause I did. I started going back to therapy after a little break.
It's a good time.
I promote therapy because it's pretty rad.
Yeah, even if you're not a 400-year-old vampire.
Yeah, anybody can go to therapy.
You
guys.
have some admittedly slightly smaller problems than Carlisle does.
Even if you're not worried about eternal damnation, you too can benefit from mental health
Even
services.
if you're,
If you are worried about being damned to hell, absolutely go to therapy.
Yeah,
you know what? That's a great point.
Yeah.
They can help you with that there.
Hey, Bear, I'm going to pivot it on you. Do you have anything you want to promote?
Thank you. I would love to plug social media, the social media of this show that you're already listening to at bitesizedpod_ on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. That's the other one. You may have noticed we're posting there with significant increase in regularity
Yeah, we
and,
are.
dare I say, quality. Because by we are posting, I mean Sarah is posting.
Hi.
She's good at it in a way that I never have been. It's great. So there's actually stuff worth seeing now that's not just clips of an episode you've already heard. So definitely go on to those places and follow it and maybe leave us a comment or send us a DM or whatever. And I'll think about replying. And by the time I come up with my reply, I'll see that Sarah's already done it.
Well, I did post in our story asking, does anybody have any questions that they want us to answer during the next episode?
Okay.
And who asked us a question?
Let's answer that now.
Amanay's Beak asked us on Instagram, what is your favorite makeup look that they've had in the Twilight series? And I know I'm going to say it's Dakota Fanning as the one vampire, just because I think the red contacts are really funny and the smoky eye they give her.
Yeah.
I think it's really fun.
In this?
In the later ones. We haven't seen her yet, but we'll get there eventually.
Surprise.
I gotta say, it's for me that one like dream sequence in the last movie where they're on that fainting couch and Edward has guy liner on.
Yeah, and he has bangs for some reason. He never has bangs.
He's
in
like
any other part of the
2009 hot, but also 1899 hot.
This is less to do with makeup, but just general looks in
I think that's
general.
fine.
I think it's in the first movie when Jacob is telling Bella the story of the Quileute tribe first meeting the Cullens. I don't know if it's in this one or the next one or the last one or whatever.
It's in one of them.
But we see a quick shot of, I think at that time, it's just, there's like a small handful of them. It's like Carlisle and Rosalie and Emmett and maybe Esme or Alice. But they are all dressed in like 100 years ago fashions.
Hell yeah.
And they look just like a bunch of Billy Elliots out there with their little flat caps and long, tall socks and things like that. I think that's my favorite look in these movies.
So if you guys want more fun hot takes from us, be sure to send us messages on Instagram or other places, such as you
can send an email to myfavoritetwilightpodcast@gmail.com. Apologies to all other Twilight podcasts. All that information and more available at twilightpodcast.com. Don't go to twilight.com. It's just a picture of Hawaii. It's just the cityscape of, I think, Honolulu.
What?
It's twilight.com.
What?
Go to twilight.com.
I am right now.
Someone is parking on that website. They clearly got twilight.com before Twilight was written and have just been sitting on it this whole time and probably refused some pretty good offers from various publishing and film production companies to sell the domain name twilight.com.
There's one sentence sentence on this website after welcome to twilight.com. It says, this site is under construction. Until it is ready, check out this picture of Honolulu.
It's just a picture of Honolulu.
At Twilight.
Yeah. And it's been like
any day now. It's going to be not
start
under
the countdown
for I'm assuming 25 years or more.
I can't wait till
good on you, whoever owns Twilight.com. Do not let him have it.
No, God, no.
Let me have it, but don't sell it.
Sell it to the little guy.
Don't sell it to those fuckers at the whatever studio put this out. Yeah, that one. The Patreon, we have one of those too.
We do.
Patreon.com/Twilight Podcast, where you can listen to me and you and our editor, Ben Oksher. Not you, the listener, you, the Sarah that I was pointing at. Talk about the films that Twilight stars were in before they were in Twilight. As we currently talk, we're trying to just set up a recording for the, I think, 2004 hit heist film, Catch That Kid.
Yes, we are.
In which Kristen Stewart plays one of the titular kids we gotta catch.
Yeah, love a heist.
I think she drives a go-kart at some point. So we're looking forward to that. Yeah, all that information and more available at twilightpodcast.com, a website that is not as out of date as Twilight.com, but closer than I care to admit. Thank you to my editor, Ben Oksher, for putting this episode together. Thank you to the band Swimwear Department for letting us use their song Mauled to Death as our theme. And that is it. That is all we have for today's episode. As we always say at the end of every episode,
fuck ice.
Fuck ice.
Yeah!
See you next time.